Let's talk a little bit about compounding wins. Now, you've often heard me talk about consistency compounds. When consistency compounds, you get a good life. Now, as you begin to go through Capital Club and as you begin to get excited with what we're building, many times people want to rush. They want to accelerate the journey, but they don't understand that the journey is lifelong, right? There is no end goal. There is no end destination. You are in this journey from the moment you were born until you die. So today is just another brick that you're laying to build your ideal house. Now, most people want to build the entire house in one day because they don't understand the principle of compounding. How if you do the right thing every single day, you will have a good life. If you do the wrong thing every single day, you will have a bad life. Now, why do I mention this? Because you need to begin instilling small little habits into your life that are going to make your life shift in a way that is smooth. You don't want to just cold turkey cut everything that you've been doing instantly and change. Why? Because there's not a positive experience attached to that lifestyle change. The lifestyle change needs to be experiential. You need to experience what it's like to go from peasant to king, not this idea of, oh, well, you know what? I am just going to neglect everything that I was doing, quit my job tomorrow, start working online, start going to the gym, start reading 50 books a month. I don't know, something crazy. A lot of people do this. They have these sprints that are 60, 90 days, and then they do what? Burn out. A real winner, he doesn't burn out. Why? Because he plays the long game. He plays the marathon. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I need to talk to you guys about the marathon. Capital Club is a marathon. We're building the largest decentralized entrepreneurial network, and that means that I'm going to be doing this for a very, very long time. It's what I'm passionate about. It's what I enjoy. It's where I find great satisfaction, which is really interesting that I have the pleasure to say that. You know, most people enjoy and make a living through work, and being able to add a cherry on top with the fact that you get to find purpose in what you do is extremely beautiful. But you can do it as well. It's not just limited to me. Anyways, consistency compounds, ladies and gentlemen. Please take note of this. So what are the small habits that you can start instilling into your life on a regular basis? They're going to start shifting your life in a way that is noticeably better. You don't just want to change your life and be like, this is shit, this is hard, this is difficult. No, you want to transition into it and be like, whoa, this is a better life. Very simple stuff. Now people will be like, dude, what does this have to do with money? What does this have to do with building a business? Because you are the business. What you're building outside is an organization. You are the business, right? You are the business. How you are operating, how you are functioning is going to determine how everything else operates and functions, especially if you're in control. So a few things that I like to instill that help me consistently win on a day-to-day basis without fail. Simple shit. Before I eat any meal, I do 50 push-ups. Oh, why? Well, because if I look good, I'm going to close more deals. If I look good, I'm going to be more respected. If I look good, I'm going to have better first impressions. If I look good, all those things are going to make me more money. All those things are going to make my business better. 15 minutes of walking after every meal. So before every meal, right? Very straightforward. 50 push-ups. You earn that meal. After every meal, to walk it off, 15 minutes, right? Walk around the neighborhood, blah, 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 stretch, back into action. Very straightforward, very simple. Another one I love to do, 20 minutes of stretching before you go to bed. 20 minutes of stretching. Stretch your hip flexors, stretch your spinal cord, which is what? The highway of connection in your entire body. The entire electric circuit runs through your spinal cord. You don't stretch it, you don't move, you don't exercise it, you feel stiff, you have lower back pain, and you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, and you think that that's normal. That's not normal. That's bullshit. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, ladies and gentlemen, consistency compounding, it's every area of life. I'm redefining this entire fucking thing. This is entrepreneur thing, dude, I'm redefining the entire thing. All of it, from scratch. All of it, why not? Watch me. Business is just an aspect of the entrepreneurial life, just an aspect of it. But unless you have physical freedom as well, then location freedom and financial freedom doesn't matter because you can't enjoy it. Another thing that I really like to do on a regular basis is read 100 pages a day. Now, 100 pages a day may take you 90 minutes, may take you 2 hours if you're not a very fast reader, but it doesn't take you more than 7 to 8% of your day. Why would you not be allocating 5 to 7 to 8% of your day to scour through all the information of billionaires, successful people, people that have built trillion-dollar companies? Take that information, digest it, see how it can elevate you in spirit and in consciousness and equip you to become a better entrepreneur and businessman. So I spend every day reading 100 pages. After 3 days, that's 300 pages. So I'm reading one book every 3 days. Think about that. That's almost 100, if not 100 books plus a year that I'm reading because I take some time off when I'm traveling. But if you do this for a decade, dude, how many books have you read in the last decade? How many people do you think have read a book in the last decade? Nobody's reading, dude. They're all dumb fucks. Call it what it is. Uneducated. It is what it is. You would have 1,000 books under your belt. On what, 10 different topics? That's 100 books a pop? Dude, you're a fucking genius on the topic. Call it what you want. Consistency compounds, right? But people want to become experts overnight. They don't want to be seasoned into development. They don't want to grow. They want to just be there. And as we know, the story of the bamboo. Bamboo spends its growth time under the dirt, 5 to 7 years under the dirt. And then within a couple weeks, it shoots up meters and meters into the sky. And people are like, whoa, bamboo grows so fast. No, it didn't. It took years. You just couldn't see it. So when you see growth and you see wins, it comes from consistently compounding wins. Consistently compounding wins. Another thing that I like to do because I value my time and the importance of my time is I limit all of my calls to less than 20 minutes. There's no reason why a phone call, a business meeting should extend to more than 20 minutes. There's no reason whatsoever. My time is too valuable. If it cannot be done in 20 minutes, then it can be handled by another individual who has more time, because your job is not only to unlock health freedom, but time freedom. And that time freedom means that you no longer do things that you can pay people to do for you. And it's that you need to unlock. It's extremely important. So the consistency comes from compounding on your time. To save your time, it must be compounded through along an extended period of time. So by saving the extra 30 minutes on a phone call, ranting about some nonsense or recapping, do it in 20. And after the end of a year, you will save so much time that you could have reinvested into literally anything else. And finally, my last consistency compounds tip or day-to-day actionable that I do is I spend time writing my goals every single day. Day by day, I crystallize my goals. So what do I want to do today, right? I know things that I want to do every single day, right? So what do I want to do today that I can count on and bank on? What do I want to do every single month? And what do I want to do every single year? So it's in those categories that I'm going to start creating micro and macro cycles and micro and macro habits. Now, these things are gapped and they're not rigid by the hour. People build these crazy life schedules and you go from operating like a machine on autopilot to operating a machine because you choose to, which makes no fucking sense. You need to be able to experience life. And in the consistency and in the compounding effect is where you're going to see a lot of growth and where you're going to see a lot of winning and where you're going to see a lot of satisfaction. You're going to avoid all the bullshit anxiety that comes from feeling like you have to be somewhere at some point in your career, at some point in your business. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, consistency compounds. Consistency compounds. Focus on what you need to do today well, and then tomorrow will take care of itself. Sounds good?